Hello and welcome to Media Made, the show in which we, year by year, explore the movies, music, and TV that most invaded our lives. I am your host, the host with the most, Rod. I'm joined by my co-host and wife,
Jess.
And hello and welcome.
Welcome and hello.
If you are new to the show, which you probably are, this is a show where we
discuss the things that we've seen. Oh, and all the things that we've seen.
Yeah, no. The gimmick is we've gone through a list. We've chosen a year. This year just so happens to be 1985. And we've looked at a list of every television show that debuted that year. We did not watch all of them. That would be crazy.
Absolutely.
And probably physically impossible.
Yeah. It's a long list.
No, what we did was we just went through the list and we decided which one show each of us had seen the most of from that year.
Yeah.
Now, we did this for movies and music as well. You can go listen to episode 1 and episode 2 if you want to hear about the movies and music of 1985. But today we're talking just TV. The truth is, no man can watch a full, television series in one go. It's physically impossible.
Absolutely.
So we did not do that. We did not watch these shows in their entirety. Instead, we decided to take a little small sampling, kind of re-evaluate the shows that we've seen the most of in our lives. Do they hold up? Do they not?
Yeah.
But
usually the answer for Rodney is no, they don't hold up. For me, yes, they do. My shows are excellent.
Yeah, the end of the show will also decide who won the year overall, even. Who won the TV of the year, and then we get to decide who won the year overall because we've done 3 episodes. Movies, music, and TV.
It'll be great.
Yeah.
When I get that badge of honor, I'm gonna make a badge.
So the secret is neither of us were born in 1985. We just shot in the dark, took a stab at this year. And the thing is, it's like even though we weren't necessarily born in 1985, I feel like there was enough bleed through the reruns or
Absolutely.
VHS tapes and all that stuff for us to have consumed plenty of television from the 80s.
Yeah.
Like, we were as much child of the 80s as the kids who were born in the 80s.
I was born in the 80s.
Barely.
Hey!
So, the shows we're going to talk about, I can say this for your show, too. It's like, I've seen enough of these shows to, have a pretty, firm memory of them.
Right.
As a kid, even though I was not born when they came out. Some of these shows actually... One of these shows actually extended far into the 90s.
Yeah.
So that's what we're going to do.
Yeah. So some of our particulars for this, I know, were that to decide what it was, because some of the shows extended far, we went through a list of the shows that piloted in the year.
Yeah.
So that's how we decided, right? That this is the show of 85. Not that it was the best that it ever was in 85, or that was talked about the most in 85, but the first show was aired in America?
I just in general.
It was aired wherever it was aired in 85.
Yes.
And that's how we went about it. And since that was the thing, we only watched the piloted episode.
Right. And also, just like with music, it's like with these shows especially, there are cases where we did not watch the entire show, its entire run in our lives.
Yeah.
But these shows, we can say we've seen the most of because we've seen the most episodes from these shows as compared to the other shows from that year.
Correct, yes.
If there was a show that came out that I've seen or Jess has seen the entire run of, every single episode, that would supersede any other show. Even if Jess had seen 100 episodes of this show but didn't finish it, the show she did finish would be her show.
Correct.
Yes, I'm saying the word show a lot. So let's just jump into it because we got a lot of. We're gonna start with my show. We're gonna shovel the garbage, get it over with, and get to the good stuff. You want to tell the fine folks what my show was?
The once great, never great Berenstain Bears.
This way to Bear Country. You'll know when you're there. As soon as you enter, you'll feel like a bear. A great grizzly bear. A Berenstain Bear.
Good Lord. Yep, so that would be the Berenstain Bears.
Wow.
1985. And I do say Berenstain Bear, not Berenstain Bear. There's this national delusion that when this show existed in the past, it was the Berenstain Bears. And by some kind of cosmic shift, a parallel universe, we all have these strange memories of a books in a show called the Berenstain Bears.
Right.
Stein. No, it has always been the Berenstain Bears. Yeah.
Mandela effect.
Right. Debuting September 14th, 1985, this show was adapted from the long-running series of children's book, also called the Berenstain Bears.
Did you read the books?
I did.
Were the books better than the movie? Oh gosh, could you imagine if they made a movie?
It could be that Hollywood is currently trying to get a Berenstain Bears movie off the ground.
No, is it going to be like that bear eating marmalade, like live action terrifying?
Marmaduke?
Marmaduke? That's a dog. The one with the hat that eats marmalade. Paddington.
That's a word. I've heard those Paddington movies are pretty good.
I don't like animated animals anthropomorphing.
If I was to set out and say, hey, Rod, you need to make a Berenstain Bears movie, I would want it to be animated, strictly.
Fair.
But I'm just like, knowing Hollywood, they're probably doing like a Yogi Bear, animated bear in a real world type situation.
We were talking about this earlier, that there aren't really very many animated movies out recently. There's 3D and Disney Pixar
traditionally
stuff,
animated movies are like gone by the wayside. You get some foreign movies, you get some like indie movies, but it's all 3D animated. So you're probably if the Berenstain Bears movie is going to come out in the next few years, it's going to be a 3D animated Berenstain Bear movie.
Well, that's okay. We don't have kids.
Perhaps them living amongst human beings in the real world. It sounds terrible.
That'll hit our movie night requirement.
Yeah. Just to kind of line us up, you see to where did this show come from? The Berenstain Bears books were a series by Jan and Stan Berenstain.
Oh.
How adorable, Jan and Stan. Married couple. Those books debuted in 1962 with the book The Big Honey Hunt. The Big Honey Hunt. And then the couple would go on to publish over 300 Berenstain Bears titles. Yeah, they're workhorses.
Get that money.
Yeah, and as a child, growing up in the 90s, my mom would supply me with plenty of Berenstain Bears books. I think my mom, she felt that they were wholesome and they taught good lessons, right? I think that's the thing. If you were to ask my mom, hey mom, why did you buy so many Berenstain Bears books? Oh, they have such good lessons. I remember.
Did you read them, Mom?
I remember things like, oh yeah, they went to camp. How you should behave at camp. You should clean your room. You shouldn't bite your fingernails. I didn't learn that one.
No, you did not.
That lesson did not permeate.
I'm going to find that book and smack you on the back of the hands.
I do have bad habit. The book was called Bad Habit.
I'm going to find it.
Guess what? I still have that bad habit. I bite my fingernails often.
I'm looking it up on Amazon right now.
Yeah. I remember my favorite Berenstain Bear book was it was just like them teaching you about superlatives. The book was called Best, Better, Good, Better, Best.
Okay.
And it was just like them showing the bears doing various activities, and it was saying how you should write it as like fast, faster, fastest, right? And it was just teaching you about those things. It's like this bear I don't know, what's an adjective? Give me an adjective.
Round,
rounder, roundest. It was just stuff like that. And it was like the mama or Papa Bear and the kids were competing in different games, I guess, steep, steeper, steepest, like a hill. I don't know. I just the one I remember the most because it was fun to listen. It was fun to hear my mom read it.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Anyway, that one just stuck out to me. Anyway, so I had a ton of these books as a kid, and obviously when my mom is at the video store and sees Berenstain Bears VHS tapes, she's going to bring them home and we're going to watch them.
Yeah.
And my elementary school, same thing. We would watch these Berenstain Bears VHS tapes, and I did not know that they were produced 10 plus years before I was watching them.
Yeah.
But that's what
Cartoon's
it is.
a cartoon.
Yep, exactly. To me, it's like all cartoons were released the year I was born, I guess,
Yeah, that's true. All Disney movies were released when I was born.
Exactly. It's like when a little kid watches Snow White, they don't realize it's a movie from 1939 or whatever, 1938. Yeah. So, that's how I discovered the show.
I don't think before this experience I'd ever seen a single episode of Berenstain Bears. I can now say that I have seen a single episode.
Did you read the
twice.
books?
I don't think so. I feel like I must have, but I have no memory.
Could you tell we're married? Berenstain Bears follows a single bear family. They're like a rustic. They live in a tree, and they just like fall into the standard 80s archetypes for a nuclear family. You got the working class dad, Papa Bear. You've got the stay-at-home mom, Mama Bear, and their 2 kids, brother and sister.
Ah, yes.
That's their names. So my little sister calls me brother. Like that's her name for me. She doesn't call me by my first name. Perhaps she got it from
maybe
Berenstain Bears. I don't know.
Sometimes your mom refers to you as brother.
She does.
So...
It's very strange. Anyway, before this show debuted, there was a series of Charlie Brown-esque Berenstain Bears TV specials produced for NBC. They were produced from like 1979 to 1983, and they focused on like there was a Christmas special and a Labor Day, but I don't know, stuff like that.
Labor Day,
sure.
Arbor Day,
and then this show went into production and debuted 1985 on the CBS morning cartoon block, Saturday morning cartoons. I forgot to look up what shows it would be around, what other shows you would expect to watch in 1985 on CBS Saturday mornings.
Oh, that would be interesting.
I assume CBS is known for being the old people channel.
Now or then?
Now it is, I guess. But I who knows? He-Man, Snorks.
Care Bears.
Yeah, probably. I assume there was probably some Hanna-Barbera garbage. The show fit right into that. That heap of terrible '80s cartoon garbage.
That was wonderful at the time.
Yeah.
It's just perfect boob tube nature. Put your kid in front of the TV. It'll be fine. Walk away. Go make food.
Yeah.
Or a boozy lunch.
Yeah.
Was that the 80s? That feels more like the 70s. Boozy lunches.
People were free in the 80s. It's very latchkey kid oriented.
That's true.
I assume
I was a latchkey kid, but I guess technically that was the 90s. They weren't leaving an infant latchkeyed.
Either way, I assume the kids would run and be marketed at for them, for 5 hours. So my Saturday morning cartoon was a little more action oriented. Even if I was maybe if it was a little kid, I would be watching this show on Saturday morning. If I existed back then, but I would be more excited about an action-oriented cartoon.
Yeah.
Not this. But, it is what it is. Let's get into the show. The show opens up with perhaps the worst theme song of all times. You heard a bit of it when I introed with that clip there. It's a gross, version of Stars and Stripes. For the red, white, and blue. And it's them just... It's terrible. It's the characters singing about themselves and introducing the cast. It's terrible. Just awful. But,
I guess it helps the kids remember who is in the show. I don't know.
It was it's Mama and Brother and me.
Oh, man. Could you imagine
we're gonna make history.
Your child just singing it over and over and over again.
Oh, man. If I was an adult and, this show was on Saturday morning, I'd be, drinking my coffee. I'm it's too loud.
It was very loud.
I'm just gonna play a clip of this,
We are the Berenstain
Just tap out when you don't want to hear it anymore.
Me?
Yeah.
appreciate each other.
We appreciate each other.
Mama, Papa, sister,
It's terrible. I can't. I'm done.
You don't like the sound of children singing.
No, I don't. It is awful. Just awful. Anyway, so the show when it ran for 52 episodes, 2 years, 2 seasons. Each episode was 2 11-minute shorts, bundled together. We did not watch 2 because we just couldn't take it anymore. We watched one 11-minute segment from this show. Would you like to describe the plot? Because again, it's all about lessons. What was the one lesson they were trying to teach kids?
Oh, you want the lesson? Okay.
Yeah. Because to get to the lesson, you have to go through this weird path of logic. What was the lesson, first of all?
Clean your room.
Clean your room, kids.
Clean your room. Kids.
But how did we get there?
We got there from FOMO.
FOMO.
Mom got a Better Homes and Garden in the mail, and she was flipping through it.
Okay, I'll race you up to our room. You're on.
Those cubs, with that kind of energy, you'd think they could take better care of their room. Speaking of rooms, aren't these lovely?
So
She's flipping through a magazine that's just like, look at these lovely couches and this armoire, and just lots of FOMO angst.
It's definitely a boomer, like, attitude to have, to be like, man, just look at that lovely room, you know? Like, I want to fill my room with just, like, fake plants and china cabinets that with china I'll never use. And
Yeah.
It's... So she's, like, into it. Like,
She is.
And
she wants the good things.
And she presents to her husband, Papa Bear.
Dear, just look at these lovely rooms.
First he's sleeping on the job.
What, rooms? What rooms?
These model treehouse rooms in Treehouse Keeping magazine.
Model
Aren't
rooms.
they lovely?
Oh, they're nice enough, I suppose, but certainly no lovelier than the rooms in our very own treehouse.
You see, he knows. He knows that they cannot, like, with his income as a lowly carpenter who works from home, they do not have the income to buy whatever it is that she wants. These, like, high-end luxury rooms.
For real. I just kept thinking, she wants to live the fabulous life.
The problem is, it's 85. Reaganomics wasn't what it was promised to be. They have to buckle down and not spend as much. They're not going to get their hands on these rooms.
They're not. And honestly, it's a very spacious home that they have.
They do. It's very nice.
It's very nice.
And that's what Papa Bear tries to explain to his wife.
Yes.
Hey, what we have is just fine.
Yes.
Stop filling your head with this need for more. This
woman.
This capitalist trap. She talks about model rooms. Did your parents, were they into, looking at model houses, driving into a new housing development?
I'm black. We didn't have money.
Oh, well. Sorry to say. My mom, it was like a pastime. She loved to, drive into a new housing development and just go in the model house and just look at it. Always talk about, oh, maybe it would be great to live here, but never doing it, you know? So, my dad is kind of like Papa Bear. It's like, honey, we don't need another house.
True.
This house is fine.
This house is wonderful.
Yeah. I think Mama Bear reminds me very much of my own mother. Just want to point that out. But my room, unlike her children, was actually
I just want to say, Papa Bear reminds me of both of my parents, because we'd be like, can we go to McDonald's? No, we can go to McHatcher's. Got Hamburger Helper.
Hatcher is her last name.
Oh, it was my last name.
McHatcher's, that's the... my room wasn't as messy as the kids, you see.
Yes, but there's one place in this treehouse I'm not proud of. Brother and sister's room is a mess. A perfectly dreadful, knocked-down, drag-out, wall-to-wall mess.
Perfectly dreadful, knocked down, wall-to-wall mess.
I called that clip Bad Transition, because they were trying to transition from Mama Bear liking this home to, we need to talk about the message, because we only have 11 minutes to hammer it home. It's just like, oh yeah, that room's great. Now unlike my rotten kids with their messy room. And she gets worked up.
Yeah, she does.
She's ready to go throw down right there. Just being reminded of her kid's messy room, she's ready to address it right then and there.
She starts to Godzilla stomp up them stairs.
Yeah, she does.
What's that? An earthquake? Worse, it's Mama on the warpath. Climbing the stairs.
I kept that in there because of the kid. The pause between lines there is it's Mama on the warpath. Coming up the stairs. The pause is too long. I was like, you want to maybe try another take on that kid?
Or editor just put it closer.
Yeah. Anyway.
It makes me think of that movie where it's just like, they're eating him! And
then they're gonna eat me!
Oh my gosh!
Shout out to Troll 2. The best, worst movie. So Mama Bear, she barges into the kid's room, and she tells him what's what.
Now hear this. I want this entire room cleaned. And for starters, I want this entire floor picked up clean. And I want it done in exactly 15 minutes.
15 minutes?
Yep.
This room is a mess. It is very much a mess. There are spiders having congress in corners and mice, and it's very, very filthy. What she's asking makes sense. The room needs to be clean. 15 freaking minutes? I can't even clean my 4x4 bathroom in that time.
And like the her point of contention is like the floor is so messy. There's so many toys piled up that she can't even get inside the closet. We also want to point out these kids have 2 closets, one for clothes and one for toys. That's more closets than I ever had.
That's true.
Just saying, this family's not too poor.
We have 2 closets.
Yeah.
Well, technically, I have 2 closets. You have a set of drawers.
Yeah, right. Did you have a messy room as a kid? Did you share your room with your sisters?
Yes, I have 2 sisters, and at one point I was sharing my room with both of them.
Mm-hmm.
So was it messy? Yes.
I never shared my room with my sisters. But when I was very young, probably like 4 or 5, there were points in time when my mom, very much like Mama Bear, would rush in and say, "This room is a mess." I don't think she would give me 15 minutes to clean it up, but she would give me a time limit. Like, you have an hour or like 2 hours to clean up all these toys. And this episode did remind me that I responded with that demand in a similar way to these kids here. Tell me, what did the kids do in that 15 minutes to clean up their room?
Fight for about 10 of those minutes.
Yeah.
And then stuff everything into one of their closets.
Yep. That is totally what I would do as a kid. It's like, okay, Mom gets mad when the room itself is dirty. She doesn't care about the closet. Just throw everything into a giant pile in the closet. Like a disgusting pile. Yeah. And then, like...
Shove.
Right. And then, like, after 2 months, she would go in the closet and then yell at me to clean up the closet.
Just on the ground. Yeah.
I said, "I'm sorry, Mama. I never meant to hurt you."
In my household, we didn't get, like, time limits. It was, you don't leave this room until it's done, so if it takes several hours, on you. But I was a bad kid. So what I would do is I'd clean up a little bit, and then I would, like, tell one of my sisters, "It's fine, I'll do it. You can just sit down and play, and I'll clean up." And I'd, like, fiddle around, sort of, quote-unquote, cleaning for, like, 30 minutes, and then I would leave the room to go to the bathroom, quote-unquote.
Oh,
but I would go to my parents, and I'd be fake crying and saying, "So-and-so," I'm not saying my sister's name on here, like, "She's not cleaning the room, and she's making me do the whole thing." And then one of my parents would go in there, and they'd get in trouble, and then they'd start blaming me, saying I told them to sit down, and I was like, "No, why would I say that? I don't want to clean this whole place by myself." You're a
sociopath.
I'm much better now, and luckily my sisters will never hear this specific episode because they probably don't remember that.
Gosh.
But, yeah.
You're no good.
No good.
Luckily, I wasn't that vindictive or evil.
Nah, you didn't have to share a room.
That's true. And, you know, I actually, as I cleaned my closet, you know, I came to appreciate cleaning. It was like a very constructive activity that, like, you know, allowed me to, like, I don't know.
That's true. You're a very clean man.
I am. It gave me a sense of control. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My mom trained me well.
Whereas I just became terrible.
You know, but I do. So here's Mama Bear coming back into the room after they cleaned it up. Quote, in actuality, they just threw everything in the closet.
And look, with the floor clean, you can actually open the...
No, Mama! Don't open it!
All the toys fly off into it.
Like a Sharknado of clothes and toys.
And there's just a close-up of Mama Bear, and the drawing of her is hilarious. She just looks done. Like, it's a reaction gif if I've ever seen one.
Oh, yeah,
just
definitely.
her angry mama. And she... How does she respond?
She goes and gets a box, marks words on it that we can't see, brings it back to the kids' room.
What are you going to do, Mama? What's the box for?
It's for all this trash.
No, Mama, no! My baseball cards aren't trash.
Yes, they are, kid. I'm just saying, I would probably respond that way.
So would I. High five to this marriage.
Yeah. I remember when I used to live with roommates, like, I would threaten them. I'd say, hey, listen, dude, the deal is you wash your dishes after you're done with them. If you don't, I will throw them on your bed. Like, I never fulfilled that threat, luckily. Because, you know, they kept in line.
Because you're not playing.
No, but I would totally do it, too.
Yeah, oh man. I'm definitely with Mom here. Like, no, I'm sorry. You can't... That in the worst part about this moment, though, is Mom's throwing all the trash, all the toys and stuff in the trash that they aren't utilizing well. And the kids are throwing them back out.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
You didn't?
No.
Like, every time when he was like, my baseball cards, he reaches in and pulls them back out. And she's, my dolls! Like, they're...
So that warrants a strike. You need to spank that boy. That's a whipping right there.
I agree.
I thought you were going to say the worst part about this situation is...
Oh, no. Yeah, you're right. That is the actual worst part.
What do you got?
Well, the kids are screaming for help because they are being wronged so thoroughly. That their father hears from the shed out back and comes in as the savior of the moment.
Well, the mess certainly has built up in this room. In fact, it's the worst case of messy buildup I've ever seen. Now let's sit down and talk this over calmly.
Let me tell you why this is the worst, folks. Because at the very beginning, when Mom is like, there's one room in this house that's the worst thing, he's like, yeah, I'm gonna leave. And just left.
I have that clip too. It's labeled Bad Husband Number 1.
I'm not going to stand for it any longer. I put up with that messy room long enough.
Well, dear, I've got some urgent work to do in my shop.
Like, if you were gonna come in and be like, let's talk about this calmly, why'd you leave? Why'd you wait until you were gonna make the mom the bad guy? You piece of crap bear. You piece of bear crap. In the forest.
Papa Bear comes in. So... I think I'm realizing in recording the show, my family was just the Berenstain Bears. Because this is totally how my dad would react.
Oh, God.
Like, I'm not just saying my dad is, like, neglectful, like, all the time. No, he's a very good dad. But there are some certain situations where my dad thought, okay, it's a little too hot to handle. I'm going to remove myself from this situation. And I'm going to go, just go watch some television downstairs.
Yeah.
Just avoid. Famously, I've heard the story that when my mom was giving birth to me, my dad left the room and offered to buy the doctor dinner.
I would strangle you with an umbilical cord. I want you to hear that. This here is your fault. You don't get to check out.
That's my dad. And then there were times when it's like when we were having an argument with mom or mom was yelling or something like that. If it was like too loud, my dad would run in and like try to put us all in place. It's like I'll call her Mama, I guess. Mama, get over. You stop yelling. Kids, stop yelling. Because like to him, it felt like he was trying to maintain order when it was like what he should have been doing was supporting my mom and her discipline.
Which is very much what Papa Bear was not doing here.
Right.
Let's not say Papa Bear because that's from Little Bear, and Papa Bear was a much better Papa Bear.
Yeah. He was absent from home.
Only for the first half of the first season.
Spoiler for 1995. Little Bear. I got another clip of Bad Husband.
What you need is a little organization and maybe a box.
Not a trash box.
No, what toy box?
What your mother did was wrong.
Maybe a lot of other little boxes for your games and collections.
If you were going to build them a toy box anyway, why did you wait until
Exactly!
your wife...
I was just thinking that.
So annoying. Look, guys, I understand this is a kid's show. We're not kids, therefore it's not for us. Therefore we can tear it apart.
Yeah.
It's so annoying! I literally wrote down undermining at its finest.
Yes. In my research, I came across an interesting quote from Stan Berenstain, right? So, when they were deciding on what the subject of their book series was going to be, they decided on bears. One, because bears were already like a very common a common element in kids' literature, right? It just seemed, you just have a cartoon bear. Mm-hmm. Kids respond to that, right? But he also observed that female bears are, quote, terrifyingly good mothers, while the males are, quote, lousy fathers. So it's by design. Papa Bear's a piece of crap.
He is. It's fine.
Yep.
He's just undercut her completely.
Yep.
We had discussed this. I was just like, if our kid's room is that messy, you got 3 times. I've told you to clean the room 3 times. And the second time, I said, I will just pick stuff up and throw it away. Since it doesn't have a spot, I'm going to give it to someone else. The third time, next time I come in here, if it's not clean, and then it's going. You take these things out of the...
Yeah. I'm just saying, Papa Bear's response here is, this is how you get spoiled kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is how you get spoiled kids.
Yeah.
Kids that, feel that they're entitled to those baseball cards and those dollies and
to run the country.
Yeah. This is how you birth Karens. Oh gosh. Anyway, so the story wraps up nice and neat. They clean up, they organize all their stuff the way it needs to be. And it did teach, I feel like kids reading this, it taught them how to effectively clean their room. It's like, hey, have a place for all your stuff.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if this was written by what's the Keep Clean lady?
I
on
knew
Netflix?
You were gonna say that.
What's her name?
I can't think of her name because you just said
Marie Kondo.
Kondo. Yes.
Go watch that show. She knows how to clean a house.
There's even some ways that they keep clean. It's like, oh, this is stuff that I see Pinteresters do or
have
Instagram boards.
Have a bin for every little thing.
Have a pug hole for your. That's not what it's called. Pug, a pug board?
Pogs weren't popular quite yet. Anyway.
A room and a closet to be proud of.
What about us? Yeah, aren't you proud of us too?
No.
Absolutely, positively.
Hey, what about yours truly, Papa?
Absolutely not.
What about yours truly? Didn't I help?
No. There's now more things in their place. Ugh.
Yeah. The kids have to use those things.
Yeah.
After a month, if they're not using those bins anymore, you've had a failure.
Yeah.
So Papa Bear, we'll wait and see.
We'll wait and see on that. They put them in the things.
Anyway, so that concludes episode 1 of Berenstain Bears. I do want to talk about where did the show go from here? Well, one, it was nominated for a Daytime Emmy in 1987 for Outstanding Performer in Children's Programming. And then the Berenstain Bears was adapted into a second cartoon series for PBS in 2003. I was a little too old to be watching it by then. Maybe my sister did?
Maybe.
I'm not sure. It spawned a slew of merchandise, video games, a stage play. Gross.
On ice?
I hope not. And as I mentioned earlier, a feature film is in the works. Write your local movie theater and tell them you want to see a Berenstain Bears movie right away.
Yeah.
It's gonna be terrible.
It's gonna be something.
It's gonna be terrible. Anyway, we're gonna throw to break with that terrible theme song, and we'll be back with Jess's show of 1985.
Yeah.
We are the Berenstain Bears.
Mama!
Papa!
Sister! Brother!
We appreciate each other.
We live in a split-level tree. Mama, Papa, sister, and me. Snug as buds in our split-level tree.
We'll return after these messages.
McDonald's presents the Berenstain Bears.
Once upon a time, there were 2 children whose parents took them to McDonald's. The children each got a Happy Meal. The boxes looked like our Bear Village buildings, and inside were, guess what? Little Berenstain Bears, me with my wheelbarrow.
There's me and my scooter. And me and my wagon.
And Mama with her cart.
Gee, Papa, could that really happen?
Only if you believe in people.
The lovable Berenstain Bears, only at McDonald's.
Don't waste another minute on your crying. We're nowhere near the best is ready to begin. Oh, as long as we got each other.
We're back. television of 1985. We're coming in with the theme song for what show?
Growing Pains.
Growing Pains. Debuting September 24th, 1985 on ABC. This is the long-running family sitcom, Growing Pains. The thing I remember most about this stupid show is the theme song, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
It's like,
I'm sitting here singing it right now.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. That is the song, As Long As We Got Each Other. Written and composed by John Bettis.
John Bettis Best?
Yeah. And Steve Dorff doing the music. That was performed by B.J. Thomas and Jennifer Warnes.
Well, I mean, the second season.
Yeah. That song was nominated for an Emmy.
Ah.
Yeah. Anyway, Growing Pains, here we are. To be completely honest, my show would also be Growing Pains if you hadn't already done it.
Yeah, I called it first.
Yeah, and my runner-up being Berenstain Bears, I've seen more of than whatever your runner-up was.
Yeah.
Which you probably didn't even have one. She shakes her head.
I didn't.
So yeah, that's just the way things shook out. So technically, both of our shows are Growing Pains, but I'm gonna let you represent it.
That's right. It's mine.
Yeah.
Growing Pains.
Yeah, tell us about it. What do you got?
Is a show about a middle America family whom has a husband, a wife, and 3 kids.
Yep.
The wife, after 15 years, is going back to work.
Yeah, in fact, being that we watched the pilot, they explained all of this to us very succinctly.
Very quickly.
Jason Seaver. I'm a psychiatrist. I've spent the last 15 years helping people with their problems.
And I'm Maggie Seaver. I've spent the last 15 years helping our kids with problems even Jason wouldn't believe.
Now Maggie has gone back to work as a reporter for the local newspaper.
And Jason has moved his practice into the house so we can be there for the kids.
They're great kids.
Most of the time.
And the rest of the time?
We love them anyway.
Yeah.
They're so rich and white. Yeah, that was Alan Thicke as Mr. Jason Seaver and Joanna Kearns as Maggie Seaver. Just the most sitcom-y of sitcom-y families.
Yeah. Yeah. They're the standard.
Yeah. How did you discover the show? How did you watch it?
Reruns. I'm not sure how. I probably should have asked my family. It must have just been on. I cannot see my parents watching this to watch it. I have no idea.
Just on in the background?
Yeah. I have no idea why I watched so much of this show.
But you did.
But I did.
This show ran in reruns on the Disney Channel. Like, daytime Disney Channel.
That might have been it.
Yeah, so when I was a little kid, Disney Channel was my jam. My dad pirated cable. And I was watching all of them cable channels.
Oh, this Berenstain dad.
Yeah. And I would come home from school, I would have a snack, put off doing my homework, and I would watch Disney Channel. It was like I would watch Gilligan's Island, I think. That either was on Disney Channel or TV Land, right? I watched Gilligan's Island, watch that show. It would then transition into like Growing Pains. I would watch an episode of Growing Pains, and then you got the cartoons, your Timon and Pumbaa's and the Hercules show.
You just had to sit through one pane of Growing.
Yeah.
And then you get to the cartoons.
So I'd watch a lot of Growing Pains, and it was like a little too over my head because I was like 5. But I watched it.
Yep. I mean, it holds up.
Yeah, it's a very swell show.
Yeah, the lesson in this was for everyone to learn.
Yeah,
the kids learned a lesson. The parents learned a lesson.
Mm-hmm. It's
well rounded,
fantastic show. And I remember. So the thing I remember the most about it was, as far as I remember, Growing Pains was a vehicle for a young Leo DiCaprio.
He was only in the last season.
I know, but as far as I remember, he was a regular on the show. So, like, when I think of, like, my memories of Growing Pains, I remember a family and a homeless kid they brought in to live with them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, all I think of is Kirk Cameron. That explains the age difference between us.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Leonardo DiCaprio joins the cast in the 7th season to live with them as a homeless kid.
Yes.
How did that happen? I can't even remember.
He was just a poor homeless kid, and they felt bad for him, so they brought him into their house.
Yeah. That's
end story.
And that characterizes the Seavers pretty well. They're a well-meaning family.
Yeah. So this first episode, it opens with everybody in the kitchen. Not everybody. Most of the people in the kitchen, and Maggie's making breakfast, and she's preparing for her first day out in the world for work after 15 years.
Yeah.
Which, that's cool.
We were trying to, like, psychoanalyze this family and determine why is she really going back to work? And I was like, Reaganomics, man. That's it. That's the only answer. It didn't work out for them.
It's going to be the answer for the next couple of years.
And they were looking at their checkbook and they're like, Maggie, you can't be a stay-at-home mom anymore.
Yeah.
We're running low on funds. People aren't, they don't see the value in psychology, psychiatric help like they used to.
Did they used to?
I don't know. You got to go back to work, honey.
Yeah.
and she's like sick of them kids.
I mean, 15 years.
Yeah. That's a full Kirk Cameron.
Gosh.
Yeah, their son is Kirk Cameron, by the way.
One of their sons is Kirk Cameron.
Kirk Cameron, before the Christianing.
Yes.
Before saving Christmas.
They have a son, Mike.
Yeah, Kirk Cameron plays Mike.
Mike. They have one daughter. Her name is Carol. And then they have their younger son, Ben.
Yeah. And Carol looks like the most 80s teenage girl ever.
I love Carol's style. Because, let's be honest, the 80s has circled back for fashion. But really, I'm just kind of like, I like your hair. My hair can't do that. I like your glasses. I like your big floppy sweater because it looks comfortable.
Yeah.
I don't think I care for her skirt. But otherwise, I think she was actually wearing high-waisted pants. Look.
She reminded me of Marty McFly's sister from Back to the Future. If you want to hear about our thoughts on that, go to episode 1 of Media Made.
Just plugged within our plug.
Yeah, you did. But no, yeah. So it was just like the 80s. The 80s is oozing out of this show.
Yeah.
What is They're eating breakfast, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's Jason Seaver, the dad, walks in
and gets a little frisky. They are very frisky.
Frisky, you say?
I read an article that said that 2 career couples should really make special effort to always remain frisky.
Ooh.
At breakfast?
At all meals.
My favorite joke in the show, this one.
What's the matter? You guys aren't getting to that?
I like that joke for a few reasons.
If my 15-year-old ever added me like that...
Well, that joke works on several levels. One, the first joke in the show is a sex joke. I can't say I know a lot about 80s sitcoms, but I feel like that's a little racy for a sitcom of that era. I feel like they're exploring more...
I give you that.
Yeah, more spicy content, right? And this isn't even on Fox. Like, from what I remember, like...
ABC.
Huh? Yeah, from what I remember... Married with Children was like the show people held up as being like, oh, this show's filthy.
Yeah.
Raunchy. Like, that was a pretty raunchy joke for the time, if that's what the standard for raunchy was.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, did you ever watch Married with Children?
A little bit. As a little kid.
It was pretty bad.
Yeah, really?
It was pretty bad.
And then I also enjoy this joke because knowing, like, less than 10 years later, Kirk Cameron would refuse to tell that joke.
That's true.
Yeah, he's a very hardline, conservative Christian outlook these days.
Yeah.
He famously pressured the network to fire one of the like side characters from the cast because the actress like posed in Playboy, from what I understand. Yeah, got her fired because she didn't uphold his Christian standards. I don't want to get too much into that, because that is not the young boy we see in this episode here.
That's true.
So, they're at breakfast. The singular, like, conflict for Jason Seaver is he wants to get frisky with his wife. And then...
But he's got 3 kids, which is a result of all the frisking beforehand.
Exactly. And then that's kind of like the B plot, and the A plot being... It's focused on Mike, Kirk Cameron. What's he want to do?
He wants to go to the House of Sweat.
Yeah, so what are you guys doing tonight? The House of Sweat? Yeah, great.
He wants to go to the House of Sweat. Which immediately alerts the mom, who's one. This is a school day, I assume, because all the kids go to school.
Yeah.
Day, right? So it's either he wants to go out on a school night, or it's Friday night.
Yeah.
But she's starting work. Who starts work on a Friday?
A lady of the 80s.
I guess, yeah.
Timeline doesn't make sense.
Mike, What is the House of Sweat?
Well, it's,
It's that new under 20 dance club on Jericho Turnpike.
And we love a sister that's a
Yeah, and
tattletale.
it sounds like a great idea, Mom. It's a safe, wholesome place for teens to congregate.
And the larger the group, the smaller their brains get?
Under 20 dance club, meaning that people who are both adults and not adults can mingle together. Just saying.
Yeah, that's true. I was like, what are you talking about? But yeah.
If there's someone over the age of consent going in there, red flags should be going everywhere.
Yeah.
Sorry to bring that in. But yeah, Mike wants to go to the House of Sweat. He wants to live a little.
Just a little.
Yeah. Mom and Dad, not into it.
Mm-mm. But, aren't they?
Oh, let's see what Dad has to say.
Anyway, I was thinking that maybe we could go down there tonight, and Jerry would drive so you wouldn't have to do it.
What would your mother say?
Mom? I guess you would say... What's the phrase I'm looking for here, Dad?
No.
Yeah.
No. That's the one joke that got an actual laugh out of me when we watched it this most recent time. Yeah.
No. But, with this whole conversation, Dad comes around.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, look, here's the deal. I'll give you a little more freedom. You've got to promise me a lot more responsibility.
Hey, no problem, Dad. I swear, I am ready for total responsibility.
Mike, I'm not ready for total responsibility.
I laughed at that. So I want to talk about his not ready for total responsibility.
Yeah.
Where do I see it? The fact that he moved his practice into his home and didn't soundproof anything and has massive breaches of confidentiality because his kids are right outside the door listening to people talk about their issues. And I'm like, bro, you would have your license revoked in 45 seconds.
So yeah, like Dad is having this conversation with Mike in his office, right? Where a patient had just left. He's a counselor. And all of the kids are listening outside, like with cups to the door, trying to hear this man's deepest, darkest secrets.
And they do hear it, because one of the things he shares is that he thinks his knees are very huge. And when the guy comes out, young Ben is staring at his knees.
Yeah, and this man has a very, like, erotic dream that he describes in detail.
Weird.
Yeah, it's like,
I mean, was it erotic?
Yeah, he's like licking his lips. Like he describes being on a bus and like
ew.
He sees a woman that he's interested in and he like licks his lips. And I was like, no, don't do that. That's unwanted.
Stop.
So yeah, Mike and Dad have themselves a heart-to-heart. Dad says, "Are you ready for total responsibility?" And Mike's like, "Yes, I am." And Dad's like, "All right, I will give it to you, Mike. I'll give you this one chance. Go to the House of Sweat
Do not
tonight.
miss your chance to blow.
Right.
This opportunity comes once in a lifetime."
And Mike takes it. Mom spaghetti. Mike heads out to the House of Sweat, and Dad thinks he's gonna have a night alone with his wife.
Yeah.
Be worrying. We should be celebrating. Which is why I've taken the liberty of placing some chilled champagne in a little bucket beside the bed. Slipped some satin sheets on the old bouncer.
The old bouncer.
Satin sheets. You?
Yeah. Yeah, well, the guy in the store showed me some before and after pictures of a couple who tried them, and they looked very satisfied.
So frisky.
Yeah. What even are the benefits of satin sheets?
Well,
Are they soft? Like,
they're non-moisture absorbing.
so you're just like lying in sweat?
Sort of.
Ew.
It's not really. I mean, you would lie in sweat if they were cotton. Satin sheets, for a person with my kind of hair, it doesn't pull and like damage your hair as much. And then it's just soft. It's not like...
But what's the benefit
sleek.
in when you're making whoopee?
It's a nice cool slide. Well, I'm done. What? Why would you ask me that question and why would I respond? My mother listens to this.
There's a pretty funny like slapstick joke where the dad like in a huff sits down on the bed and forgets that he put satin sheets on the bed and just slides right off.
Just right on the bed, back on the ground.
Yeah.
They're very ugly sheets.
They are. They're pink. They're very 80s.
Ugh.
Can we talk about this house?
Sure.
This house is One humongous.
Humongous.
Like humongous. Just like all 80s houses, 80s sitcom houses are. We can see where that psychiatrist money went.
Mm-hmm.
They have like all of the 80s like random fake plants and like ugly paintings.
Mm-hmm.
Like my mom
Mood
had
settings.
Yeah, like my mom had ugly paintings that were like, fake like brush strokes, and they were of like just plants and things. In their bedroom they have like Incan like statues right behind the bed.
Yeah.
Like this weird cultural appropriation thing.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff in the house.
Yeah.
Also, it's just a lot. It's a lot of... Not just stuff, right? But it's just like their kitchen. I am envious of it. Behind the kitchen, they just have an outdoor nook. Where is this? Like a wraparound porch. The living room is large.
It's like a
then they
greenhouse.
Then they have the room, which is the, I guess, home study, which becomes the office that's filled with books and a couch
What
and
was
stuff.
it before he moved in there? Was it just an office?
Probably a home office.
A home office, yeah.
All the kids probably have their own room.
Yeah.
And the master bedroom has like maybe not a walk-in closet, but
Like
definitely
a walk-in
attached bathroom
yeah.
and stuff. And it's a large. If I could afford the house, I'd live in it. I would decorate it differently.
Decorate it?
What was that?
I don't know.
I would decorate it differently.
Sometimes we like to put on like old commercials because it's funny. Like,
yeah.
And I was watching these old commercials from the 80s, probably around this time when the show debuted. Houses were like $100,000, with like you put down a hefty down payment on that. Like, you'd be paying off that house pretty quickly. Mm-hmm. And I'm thinking to myself, our parents ruined us. I could never dream to afford the house that these people have.
That's true.
For the amount of money that they probably paid for it. The house that the Seavers live in 1985 would probably cost like $400,000 today.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
Now, granted, he is a psychiatrist. He's a practicing doctor.
I know a lot of practicing psychiatrists, and they can't afford that mess.
It's crazy. I'm just saying. So yeah, that's the freaking Seaver house.
Yeah.
The Taj Mahal.
Yeah.
Back to
the future.
Back to Jason and Maggie. They're talking about. I labeled this clip "Dirty Talk."
What about Ben and Carol?
Well, I slipped some sleeping pills into their Gatorade. They'll be asleep for about 3 weeks.
Jason.
Well, I didn't really, but they are. And we can...
He is saying we can practice intercourse.
I frown hard at words you say.
which is more upsetting.
Don't stop! All of it is upsetting. Equally upset.
That's what he did.
I don't care. I'm looking at you when you do it.
So yeah, they're ready to get down, and phone rings. What do we got? What happens?
We'll have a call from the Popo.
The police call.
The police call. This I think I laughed at. Because you only hear Jason, which he says, "Hello? Oh, that can't be our Mike. Our Mike's only 15. He can't drive." Oh, okay.
We'll be down there very soon.
And hangs up, and Maggie's like, "What? What did he say?" Well, he said that's why our Mike is in their jail cell.
Yeah, I almost did grab that clip, but yeah. So Mike decided to drive, even though he did not have a license, because his friend was drunk at the House of Sweat.
How did alcohol get to this under 20 establishment?
Because it's the 80s.
This should be shut down.
So yeah, Mike is unfortunately in prison.
What are you in for, kid?
I killed a man just to watch him die.
I like that joke.
You? Unpaid parking tickets.
Parking tickets.
He's like talking to this big biker man. Yeah, so the first episode, the pilot, the kid goes to jail. You gotta bail him out. It's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Teaches a good lesson.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, be responsible. I can't think of very many other sitcoms where
they open with such a hard move.
Yeah, exactly. Kids go to prison.
Not at the beginning. I mean, I can think of definitely many sitcoms where they go...
You know, I think I'm starting to realize I did not watch a lot of sitcoms. This is it. In terms of family sitcoms. Mm-hmm. And my sister watched Full House, but I watched it while she watched it. Mm-hmm. That's it.
Yeah, no, I watched it. But, I mean, as we will see, as we go throughout the years, I was a sitcom lady.
Yeah, not me. I was a cartoon dude.
You're so cute.
No, I'm not.
Oh, I love you.
So yeah, mom and dad come in, bail out Mike, and they have to give him the tough love.
You will be grounded for 2 months. 2 months? Dad, can't you talk to her?
Oh, I did, Mike. Originally, it was 1 month.
That means you added a month.
Nothing gets by you, does it?
Dad, you said you talked.
Damn it, Mike! You said you could act responsibly. Now, I don't want to hear another word out of you. Is that clear?
That moment, I feel like when you're watching it, it strikes a nerve. Because, I don't know if you have a response like this, but when Dad gets mad, when he makes that sharp turn into, I am mad at you, I get defensive. I curl up a little bit. I tense up. Do you feel that way?
I was the good kid.
No, you weren't. No, you weren't. You just admitted.
In their eyes, I was the good kid.
You manipulated them.
Yes. So I didn't have a problem.
I'm just saying, that was such a hard turn where it went from, the little kid is making, a funny joke to Dad is angry.
Yeah.
Legitimately.
It did go,
and he
from...
curses.
Yeah, it went from 4 to 78 real quick.
Yeah. And you responded, oh, man.
Yeah, we both, jumped in our seats, oh, okay.
I have no idea. I wasn't there. But I'm going to take a guess and said when they piloted this show for, test audience and stuff like that and showed it to networks, I would hope that this is the scene that stuck out to them. It's this is the show where we can be funny and be a wacky sitcom, some lighthearted characters, but also we can take a look and talk about, some serious character moments, too.
Yeah.
We can delve into the serious subjects. Our characters can have some dramatic moments. Mm-hmm. And Alan Thicke is perfect for that.
Yeah. He grabbed that kid's arm very hard on the way out. It's oh, okay. Huh.
Yeah, it's he can play cool dad, and he can play I am authority dad.
Yeah, authoritarian father.
Yeah. And so they head home, and Dad is now just, he's riled up. He doesn't know how to respond.
Slamming everything.
Trying to get into his closet. What is he trying?
He wants his pajamas.
He just wants to get in his pajamas and get in bed, because... His son he had to get his son out of prison. He didn't get any that night. It's a lot on his mind.
It's a lot on his mind, but he's not mad at his son.
No. And then this is a moment where the dad has to realize, it's hey, if you're going to be at home with the kids, you're going to have to take a more hands-on approach with them. Mm-hmm. Mom teaches them that.
Yeah, she specifically says that once he finally admits that he is mad at his son, yeah, and she was he said to her, why aren't you mad? And she's I am mad, but not madder than I have been at Mike for 100 times over the 15 years that I've had to deal with him. Real. So this is the difference between this show and Berenstain Bears.
Yeah. Where
the dad doesn't just come in and fix things his way, and the mom is okay, we're gonna allow that to go so that we can have a teaching moment here. And then she talks this is gonna happen. Your kids are going to tick you off. Mm-hmm. They're going to get under your skin. They're going to be making a lot of noise when you're trying to work or get something done. And you need to be the adult.
Right. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
I think it's this is a smartly written show.
Yeah. And, I agree.
And then that scene transitions to the real heart-to-heart between Jason and Mike.
Mike, what kind of a relationship are we going to have if I can't trust you?
I don't know. I guess I'm just a jerk. Maybe you shouldn't trust me.
Well, that's certainly one way to go. That's the way my father went with me. I guess I hoped that when I had a son, it would be different.
That's a real sentiment, I feel like. I could think of it's my dad's relationship with his dad, and he always says, I want my relationship with you to be different than it was with my dad.
Yeah.
I'm sure that definitely struck a chord with the audience.
Yeah, and definitely with Mike.
Yeah.
Dad, I try. I really try. But sometimes, almost without warning, I just find myself doing something really stupid.
Sort of an uncontrollable impulse, huh?
Yeah.
Or is it more like you think of doing something really stupid, and then you weigh your chances of getting away with it, and if they're better than 10%, you go for it?
Yeah.
That's why you're grounded for 2 months.
I think that one got a chuckle out of you when we watched it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so yeah, they come around.
Yeah. That reminds me that at one point Maggie was like, "Of course he's gonna do stupid things. He's a hormone with legs."
Hormone with legs. That's right.
I think that's what I laughed at the most.
Yeah.
I just imagined a tadpole with frog legs. Don't ask me why.
And that wraps up the story nice and neat. Dad
share some buddy stories about when he was a little bit of a crazy firecracker teenager as well.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I did some pretty lame-o things in my day.
Lame-o?
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
Like what?
Well, like I remember when I was 16, me and some buddies, we drove around town one night mooning everybody.
You, Dad? He repeats that over and over again.
You, Dad?
And he says, like, does Mom know that you did this? Well, how do you think I met her? Which, begs many questions.
I beg no questions. I beg for not a single story to be told.
They got frisky.
When the moon. But yeah, it's a nice little wholesome lesson for both parents and children, and talks about the changing of family dynamics and what it looks like to balance healthy relationships, and how sometimes they don't necessarily just become healthy. So
yeah, I think it just demonstrates that this show is like it strikes the right balance between comedy, drama. It subverts like the family dynamics of the 80s. You would think, it's like normally you get the stay-at-home mom and the working class dad, right? This one it's like, no, the dad is working still, but he's at home now, and then mom is the one who's at work, so dad has to respond. I don't remember when this show continued on, like, did they play into Alan Thicke being a psychiatrist?
I can't remember, honestly.
So that's what I'm curious to know. It's like, how much is like the vocation part of the show? How much does that carry forward, right?
I'm sure, especially in the 7th season, when they have a runaway homeless youth, that comes in handy.
Right. I'm just saying, like, how often do we see mom at work, right? Like, as a journalist.
I feel like I remember seeing some scenes. Okay. I don't know if she stays there the whole time. I'm pretty sure she gets, like, frustrated at the, like, good old boy nature of it.
So she's the victim of
good old boys,
unwanted advances,
and just kind of like,
see the show going
sweetie, sweetie, you just don't understand these things. Ugh. Maybe I'm wrong. I just have like some thoughts that like
we know the 80s based on some of the things we talk about. The 80s was like the time where women were able to like kind of break out of certain norms.
Mm-hmm.
This is a period where feminist ideals were sprouting up.
Yeah,
women were taking power.
Yeah.
I think the show would explore stuff like that.
Yeah.
I would hope so.
Yeah, especially with Carol. I remember her as the daughter, like, grew into that a lot more.
Yeah. It's just funny. Carol really doesn't have too much in this episode.
No.
That's unfortunate. And that's just the nature of things with the sitcom. You can't get to every character. So, like, do you remember any, like, things that Carol deals with? Because we don't see anything with her. It's mostly just Mike.
Yeah. Mike does a lot. I feel like I can vaguely remember her, like, organizing a protest of some sort at her school. Mm-hmm. Not about anything really important. But I could be mixing that up with a different show.
I don't know. She reminds me of DJ from Full House.
Oh, yeah.
A little bit. That's just, I don't know, just the way she is, I guess. But
I can see how the character might be modeled after that. Like, DJ could be modeled after Carol.
So the big question is, would you recommend Growing Pains?
Yeah, definitely. I definitely would recommend
I would too.
Pains, yeah.
You want some old school sitcom action? Head over to Growing Pains.
Yeah.
Would you recommend the Berenstain Bears?
No, not even for a second. No, not even for children.
Not even for children. I recommend the books to children.
Okay.
Not the show.
All right.
The animation's ugly. I forgot to mention that. It's an ugly show.
Yeah.
So where did Growing Pains go from here? Lasted 7 seasons, like we talked about.
And a movie. Just kidding. Well, actually, there
were 2 made-for-TV movies in 2000 and 2004. I never saw them. I've never even heard of them. Did you watch it?
I think I watched one of them.
I'm like, I forgot to put the names down, but I could assume one of them is like, the Seavers Go Hawaiian. Friday. You know?
I think they were like selling their childhood home in one of them.
Oh, okay. And then the show spawned a spin-off series called Just the 10 of Us. Did you ever watch that?
No.
I'd heard of it. It's just like, I never watched it.
Just the 10 of us.
I assume it's like a cheaper by the dozen, too many kids situation, but who knows? If you know, let it. You know, if you've seen the show, sound off. Let us know. Several award nominations for the show, including Emmys, Golden Globes. It won 2 Emmys for Outstanding Lighting Direction.
I mean, it was a very bright show.
Won that award in 1986 and 1991. Never took any big awards besides that. But yeah, fine show.
Yeah,
I would say it holds together better than a lot of 80s sitcoms.
Agreed.
Yeah. Let's talk runners-up.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. It's like, these were the shows that we've seen the most, but there is definitely some shows year by year that are going to be like right there in contention. Jess's job is to collect those and tell us what our runners-up are.
Yeah, but also in our defense, we were not born. So there weren't very many runners-up. So, Rodney, runner-up for you, Care Bears.
Yeah. I guess cartoon bear shows penetrated my sphere.
Yeah.
Just like Berenstain Bears, I can't remember too much about watching Care Bears. It was just like, I remember seeing it. So it's barely a runner-up. In fact, Growing Pains for me is the real show, and Berenstain Bears is the runner-up. Mm-hmm. But we needed to talk about 2 shows, so here we are.
Here we are. I went through the list, and there weren't anything else that, like, rang a bell. I don't have any runners-up for TV for this year.
Just Growing Pains.
Just Growing Pains.
So, last bit of business before we sign off. This is the end of our 1985 block. Mm-hmm. We've talked movies, we've talked music, we've talked TV. It's time to decide who won the year.
Wait, we didn't decide who won TV.
Oh, well.
I won TV.
No argument. Jess won TV for 1985. 100%. Now, the movie, there was a bit of contention between us. I think neither of us were willing to budge on who won, so we're going to call that one a draw.
All right.
So, TV was a draw. Music.
I won.
I gave it to Jess. Her Whitney Houston beat my Megadeth.
Definitely.
And then here we are on TV. Jess wins again. So that's 2 wins, 1 draw for Jess. She wins 1985.
Oh, she was the dancing queen. I don't think she was the 85 queen. I'm 85 and a queen.
1985.
Oh yeah, that is how that song goes. Go on, bowling for Sloop. Sloop.
Bowling for Gloop. Gustus Gloop. I don't know what we're talking about anymore. So that's it. Some plugs.
Yeah.
We know we're just starting this show, but we have some other creative outlets on the internet that you can check out if you like our voices. Jess, what do you got?
I have a YouTube channel where I share short stories. I read them out loud and put them to video, depending on my time and editing ability. Taming Tales on YouTube.
Taming Tales.
Tales with an A-L-E-S.
Yeah, Taming Tales on YouTube. Check her out.
Check
You're on Instagram too, right?
I am, but I'm bad at Instagram. But also Taming Tales on Instagram.
And then if you like my voice and you're a fan of professional wrestling, you can check out my web show called Keep Kayfabe. That's Kayfabe, K-A-Y-F-A-B-E. We examine and critique the careers and characters of famous professional wrestlers, our favorites. We're currently in a Eddie Guerrero series. We're looking at the Latino Heat. So if that interests you at all, check it out on YouTube. Keep Kayfabe. We're going to sign off with just the outro music from Growing Pains because that sax is 80s-tastic. Some good sax. Some sax.
Good night, folks.
Some rough sax.
You stop it. You stop it right now. Wash your mouth out with soap. Corona-free mouth soap.
Be sure to check us out. Follow. Be sure to be on the lookout for episode 4 of Media Made. We're going to be looking at 1986. We're going to start with the movies.
Yeah.
Any teases? I will say, be be prepared for some frustrating children and great music.
Yeah. That's a good way to look forward to that. A little bit of like, yeah, and
a little bit of So that was Media Made. Thank you for listening. Good night.